This is Rebecca, the Steampunk Planner, and I showed you this folio last year, but I also showed it to you with the I have no idea what I'm going to do with it tagged to it. Well, I have figured it out. I really need one place that I have all of my inks registered so that I know what I have, what I want to do. Yes, this is a picture of my husband and I. I like to have it in here because it just puts an amazing smile on my face that I really just, yeah, loving that. The paper I'm using is the sterling ink, and I have gone through, this is an A5, and I've gone ahead and cut all of these so that they can pop in and out, much like the Happy Planner does. So I'm not using my rings and destroying the mechanism for this to have to be replaced at any point in time. So I am going to use these. I did get 100 pages. I'm going to get started using this at this point. I don't believe I'm going to do any fancy bottles or stamping or anything like that in there. I am going to try and keep them consistent. I will go ahead and show you a few, but then at the end, I'm going to show you how it all turned out. All right, I've grabbed everything, and I'm actually going to start with my Irishizuku inks that are produced by Pilot. And what I'm trying to decide right now is if I'm going to do them by company or by color. I would prefer by company. Last year, when I started doing Ink of the Month, which I did not carry through to this year, and I honestly do miss it, but I was doing the Ink of the Month because I would be purchasing new inks every month, and that is not happening right now. But I have a lot of inks that I have not addressed and shown you guys. But when I started this way, where each of them were set up in their company. And with as much as I really like it, I think I need to set up by color this time. So getting that book out of my way, let's start. What I have here in front of me, I have blues, greens, and browns and grays. Let's go ahead and grab out other items that I definitely need. I have got my deleter holder with my brass Kakimori nib in there. At this time, I cannot find my other bags of nibs. That's going to be an adventure of going through all of my art supplies. I am going to start with, it looks like blue, because that is what is here in front of me. Now with these, I do just turn them over and put them down because I really do not want a mess all over the place. I do have tissues and towels. The Irishizuku inks that I have purchased do not have any shimmer in them, blue. So let's give it a nice, really pretty sample here. And this is the Shinkai. Beautiful. Next one that I'm going to do is going to be greens. Beautiful. And I'm just putting them to the side to allow them to dry. So now we're going to be going into brown. I love this one because it's more of a brown, bronze brown than just a brown. It's so beautiful. Now this one I won't set aside because I have Tashuki Tashukusai. Yeah. I am so sorry that I'm pronouncing these so bad. Especially since this is a brown I enjoy using. It is a very deep red brown. And it is beautiful. Reminds me of leather. And then the next colors I actually pulled are in the gray black tones. So we will do gray black. So the first one I am going to do it's a beautiful blue gray. And then the last one is Takasumi. And this, honestly, is the very first black ink I ever purchased and used a lot. But, which is why I love these large bottles. I still have so much left. I wish all of the black inks that I get were as true black as this is. Beautiful. All right. Well, you've seen how I got started. I'm going to continue on, and then we will come back and take a look at what I have accomplished and what inks I have. All right, we are finally done. And it's funny seeing it on paper. It feels like I don't have any inks, but I literally went through my ink display cabinet along with the drawers, which has 4 drawers in it, and I have 2 drawers in my 5-drawer IKEA that are full of ink. And yet in here it doesn't look like I have much. So we're going to go color by color. This is all of my browns. And let me, there we go out a little bit. Browns, which I actually wound up with 2 pages. Yeah, pelican splattered. But there's my 2 pages of browns. And then we have blue, grays and blacks. I did the reds and the yellows differently. I combined the orange that leaned towards the reds into the reds, and then I combined the oranges that lean yellow into the yellows. And then we have the pinks. And yes, there are a few like Don Quixote, which seems to be more of a mauve, but actually it is a pink. And Adventurine, I actually put that one in here. It is a blue with a pink copper glitter. And you can see a little bit of it here, but I also did swatch that into my grays. There are some colors that I did swatch into double areas. Storied blue, I put here in the blues, but I also put in the greens because it leans towards green as well. That's my own decision per the fact of being an artist. I see different ideas and colors and everything. Like Jane Austen, if you look at the box in the category that it is found in on Mont Blanc, it is considered a purple. But this one, you look at it and it's a purple and a blue. So it's a gorgeous color. I decided to leave it in the purples, but even No Longer Human on Wearing You'll's box and color card, it's purple. It leans more black here. So even though they classify some in certain areas, like Noodler's Ink Feathers is considered in their category of black, it is really a deep black green. So I have made the decision of where I'm putting things in here. So this is where I'm at so far. I really like it. It leaves me room to add on, which I will be doing happily. Got to get used to the fact that these pop out. And I'm looking forward now to maybe getting some samples to try out before I add in, because yes, I do have a lot of browns, but yet, you know me, the earth tones are where I am happiest. And see, look, the Shogun is considered in the black brown family because of the shimmer that's in it. It's got a beautiful champagne bronze, and yet it's showing brown and green and black right here. So it's up to you where, if you want to add it into other areas, but this is where I've chosen to put it. And I thank you very much. I will revisit every time I add colors and swatch everything. I still am doing the Zentangles. It's just not as everyday as it started off being, but I will revisit that for you and show you what I have created. Thank you for joining me.